Hi everyone, it's Miss Melinda here. Welcome to week 3 of our Arts at Home initiative. This class is a primary and mini ballet class. So Miss.Savannah is going to help us with that today, and we're going to run through a warm-up and some steps in the center and some steps across the floor. We do repeat some of the moves from our last video, but we do work on some harder stuff this week, especially when it comes to across the floor. So I want everyone to try their best and have fun. Okay, let's get started with our warm-up. Okay, dancers, we're going to get started by getting our magic glue out and gluing our legs together. And then we're going to get extra magic glue for our hands, and we're going to stick them on our hips. Then we're going to turn out our feet into first position and close and open and close and open and close and open. Stay there. We're going to get our marker out, and we're going to draw a big smiley face. We're going to make a big circle from the top of our ceiling to the floor. All the way down, big circle. Good, and we're gonna give our smiley face 2 eyes and a nose and a big smile. And what else should we give our smiley face? Should we give it some hair? Sure. Let's give it some curly hair. Good, and some eyebrows. Maybe some ears. All right, I think that's enough. Good. Now we're gonna put our hand back on our hip, and we're gonna do 4 pliés all together. Ready? Plie, stretch, and plie, stretch, and plie, stretch, and plie, stretch. We're gonna take one arm and we're gonna make a big butterfly arm and put it down on your hip, and other arm, big butterfly arm, and down. Let's try both arms at the same time, all the way up, all the way to our hips, all the way up, and onto our shoulders. And we're gonna close our toes, and we're gonna sit one knee down and the other knee down, and we're gonna cross our legs, and we're gonna put our hands on our legs, and we're gonna sit up tall like a beautiful ballerina. Good, and then we're gonna relax our body down. And we're gonna sit up tall like a beautiful ballerina and relax. And one more time, we're gonna sit tall. Good, and we're gonna get some peanut butter out, and we're gonna put it on the bottom of our foot. And we're gonna get some jam out, and we're gonna put it on the bottom of our other foot. And we're gonna smack our feet together. We're gonna make a big peanut butter and jam sandwich. And we're sitting up nice and tall like a beautiful ballerina. And we're gonna take a little bite out of our sandwich. And we're gonna take a big bite out of our sandwich. And then we're gonna eat up the whole thing. Num 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 num. Yummy. And then we're gonna smell our toes. And I want you to tell me what your toes smell like.
Oh, spoiled eggs.
Spoiled eggs? Ooh. What do your toes smell like at home? Yell it out at your iPad or your computer or your phone, whatever you're watching. Miss Melinda smell like dirty laundry, that's for sure. All right, good, and we're gonna sit up tall and we're gonna flap our wings like a beautiful butterfly. Flap, 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 flap. Good job, and we're gonna stretch our feet out in front of us. And we're gonna point our toes and we're gonna put our hands out to the side just so our middle finger can touch the ground. Only one finger on the ground because we're sitting up so tall through our back. And we're gonna flex our feet, we're gonna make happy toes and sad toes. Happy toes and sad toes. Excited toes and mad toes. And then we're gonna make bunny ears. 1 foot, and switch, and switch, and switch. Good, and we're gonna point both our toes down to the floor, and we're gonna turn them out. We're gonna try and put our pinky toes on the ground, and then we're gonna turn them back in and put our big toes together, and turn them out, pinky toes, and together, big toes. 1 more time, and together. And then we're gonna reach up to the ceiling and we're gonna grab 2 stars out of the sky. And I want you to pick the color of your stars, and I want you to make them really creative. They could be blue, they could be green, they could be yellow, they could be pink, they could be rainbow. They could be rainbow with sparkles. They could be whatever color you want. and you're gonna put them on your hips, and you're gonna have a race. You're gonna race your toes down your legs all the way to your toes. You're gonna race those stars, okay? And you're gonna see which one's the fastest and which one wins. But there's one rule. And if you're in Miss Melinda's class, you should know this rule. The rule is that you cannot bend your knees. So your knees have to stay nice and straight. So we're gonna reach up to the sky. We're gonna grab 2 stars. 1, 2. We're gonna pick what color they are. We're gonna put them on our hips. And on your marks, get set, go! Ooh, that was pretty fast. I think you could go faster. Ready? Let's try again. Grab your stars. On your marks, get set, go! Oh, nice. And while you're there, you're gonna reach for your toes and you're gonna try to kiss your knees. But you can't bend those knees. It's still the rule. You gotta keep them straight. Good. And we're gonna sit up tall and we're gonna open up our legs into a big straddle. And today, we made a pizza last time, so this time let's bake a cookie. So what do we gotta do? We gotta mix up our ingredients. So let's stir them around. Stir them, stir them, stir them. Good, and the dough's all ready. And we're gonna roll out the dough. We're gonna roll it all the way. It's a huge cookie, so we gotta get it down to 1 foot. And down to the other foot. And all the way in the middle, we gotta spread that dough. Spread it, spread it, spread it. Awesome. And then we gotta bake it. So we're gonna put it in the oven. Good, and we're gonna wait 10 seconds. So we're gonna wait over here. 1, 2, 3, and we're gonna wait on the other side. 4, 5, 6, and we're gonna wait in the middle. 7, 8, 9, ding! And then it's ready, so we take it out of the oven, and we're wearing oven mitts because it's hot. And we're gonna blow on it to cool it down. Good, and then we get to decorate it. So what do we wanna decorate our cookie with? Maybe some icing? Who likes cookies with icing? I know I do. I like all cookies. So we're gonna spread out some icing all over the top. Spread it everywhere on your cookie. Good, and then we're gonna put something on it. I think we're gonna do chocolate chips. So we're gonna put our chocolate chips down and maybe some sprinkles, multicolored sprinkles, whatever you want. Gummy bears, gummy worms, anything. You can put whatever you want on your cookie because it's yours and you get to eat it after. And then you're gonna cut yourself a piece because it's such a big cookie, we can't eat the whole thing all at once. You're gonna cut yourself a piece and you're gonna eat it all up. Nom 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 nom. And then you're gonna cut Miss Melinda a piece. And you're gonna bring it to the studio, you're gonna give it to her. Just kidding, don't come here. Yum, thank you guys so much for sharing. That was a yummy, yummy cookie. Okay, now we're gonna bring our feet together. And we're gonna lie down on our tummies. And today we're gonna pretend we're a shark. So we're gonna give ourselves a fin on our head, perfect. And we're gonna go for a swim. Good, and we're gonna bring our heads up out of the water for a second. We're gonna look up to the sky. And then we're gonna look around because we're looking for fish. And then you see one, so you're gonna swim to it. And then you're gonna catch your fish and you're gonna bring it into your house and you're gonna eat it for lunch or dinner or breakfast or all the meals. Good, and then you're gonna pretend you're a flower and you're gonna grow, 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 and then you're gonna get so big you burst. And then you're gonna grow, 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 and burst. Good, and now we're gonna whisper. We're gonna be a little flower and we're gonna grow, and we're gonna grow, and we're gonna grow, and we're gonna burst. And then we're gonna be a huge flower. We're gonna be the biggest flower, so we're gonna grow, and we're gonna go, and grow, and then we're gonna burst. That was hard work. Good, we're gonna sit up tall, and you're gonna show me your flower out in front of you, and you're gonna push it away. You don't want a flower today. Push, push, push. Good, and then you're gonna show me your tree, and you're gonna push your tree away because you don't want a tree either. Push, push, good. And you're gonna take your fingers and you're gonna put your pinky fingers together, and then you're gonna put the next finger together, and then the next finger, and then the next finger, and then your thumbs are gonna go together, and then you're gonna let go of your pinkies, and then you're gonna let go, and then next finger, and thumbs, and we're gonna go back the other way. We're gonna put our thumbs together, next finger, all the way to our pinkies, and then open those thumbs, Open those fingers, one by one by one. Excellent, and we're gonna put our hands on our shoulders, dancers. And we're gonna stand up tall, one foot, and then the other foot. Good, and we're gonna do some exercise in the center. So we're gonna put our hands on our hips. We're gonna open our feet into first position. We're gonna practice plies. So we're gonna do 4 plies. 1 and stretch, 2 and stretch, 3 and stretch, 4 and stretch. Then we're gonna take our left foot, we're gonna tendu it to the side, and we're gonna put it down into second position, and we're gonna do 4 plies. 1 and stretch, 2 and stretch, 3 and stretch, 4 and stretch. And we're gonna point our right toe, and we're gonna bring it back together. Sorry, I'm in our left toe, and we're gonna plie 4 more times. 1, stretch, 2, stretch, 3, stretch, 4. This time we're gonna use our right foot, and we're gonna point it out to the side into second position, and 4 more plies. 1, stretch, 2, stretch, 3, stretch, 4, stretch, point the right toe, and close. Beautiful job, dancers. Now we're gonna pick up some leaves off the ground. We're gonna rise up onto our tippy toes. We're gonna turn all the way around to our left side, and we're gonna throw them up in the air. And then we're gonna grab them again, and we're gonna rise up onto our tippy toes. We're gonna turn to our right this time, and we're gonna throw our leaves up into the air and down. Good job, dancers. Now we're gonna put our hands on our shoulders, and we're gonna do tendus. So we're standing in first position. We're gonna take our right foot, and we're gonna tendu it to the front and close. Left foot, tendu and close. Right foot, tendu and close. Left foot, tendu and close to the side. Left foot and close. Right foot and close. Left foot and close. Right foot and close. I'm saying all the wrong feet, so just follow along with Miss.Savannah. And then we're gonna go tendu your right foot and toe tap, toe tap, toe tap, toe tap and close. And your left foot, toe tap, toe tap, toe tap, toe tap and close. Good, and to the side. Left foot, toe tap, toe tap, toe tap, toe tap and close. And right foot, toe tap, toe tap, toe tap, toe tap and close. Good, and we're gonna give ourselves a big plie and stretch. Good, so our toe taps are new from our last ballet video. So when we do a toe tap, Miss.Savannah is gonna show us to the front. We're gonna lift our foot off the ground just a little bit, and then we're gonna touch it down nice and gentle, keeping that leg straight and turned out, trying not to make a big loud clash on the ground. Okay, and then we close. Good, and we can do that to the side and the front as well. So now we're gonna close our feet into parallel. We're gonna put our hands on our hips this time. We're gonna practice our tendu into retire. So we're gonna take our right foot and we're gonna tendu, then we're gonna touch it to our knee, bring it back to a tendu, and close. And other foot, tendu, touch your knee, tendu, close. One more time each foot. Tendu, touch your knee, tendu, close, tendu, touch your knee, tendu, close. Good. Now we're gonna turn out and we're gonna try it to the side in a turned out retire. We're gonna use our right foot. We're gonna tendu, touch your knee, tendu and close. Other way. Touch your knee, tendu, and one more time each side. Tendu, touch your knee, tendu, and close. Tendu, touch your knee, tendu, and close. Good, now we're gonna move on to spring points. So some of us may have tried these before and some of us might not have, but we can all try. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our foot and we're gonna tendu it to the front, and then we're gonna keep our leg that's in the tendu is gonna stay straight, and we're gonna plie our supporting leg, okay? Then from there, we're gonna do a little hop. We're gonna switch our feet so that our other foot is pointing towards the screen. So you hop and you point your other toe. And it's very gentle and it's very quiet and it's very small. Okay, and then you hop and you switch feet again. Point the other toe. And so the toe that's pointing is always a straight leg, and the one at the back is always on a plie. Okay, and then we switch and switch and switch and switch. Good, and let's close back into first position. So when we're doing a spring point dancers, we want to make sure that we don't have any weight on the front foot. So when our foot is out in a tendu, our heel should be off the ground and we should be able to lift it up without any difficulty. So if we have weight on our front foot, it's not going to be a proper spring point. So make sure that you do not have your heel down at the front. Let's try them one more time. We tendu and plie, and then we switch, jump. Just point that toe, switch, jump. Point that toe, switch, jump, and switch, jump. Good job. And then we can close. All right, the last thing we're gonna do in the center today, dancers, is sautés and échappés, sautés into second position. So if you remember, sauté is done in first position. We do a little plie, we jump as high as we can into the air, squeezing our legs together, and then we end in a plie. Good. As high as we can into the air, squeezing our legs together, and then we finish in a nice big plie. So that's a sauté. And then a échappé, we're going to jump our feet from first position and we're going to land in second position. So our feet are going to come apart in the air and we land in second. And then we jump back together and we land in first. So that's an échappé. So we're going to start with our legs nice and straight and we're going to do 2 sautés in first position and then an échappé sauté into second and back to first, and then 2 sautés in first position, échappé out into second, and back to first. We don't want to go too slowly because that makes it really, really hard. So we are going to speed it up a little bit. Okay, so you can watch Miss.Savannah. She's going to do it 2 times. So if you need to, you can watch her do it the first time, and then you can join in the second time, or you can join in right away. Okay, ready? We go. Plie, sauté, sauté, apart, together. Sauté, sauté, apart, together. All right, now we can try it with her. So same speed. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. Plie, sauté, sauté, apart, together. Sauté, sauté, apart, together. Good. So the important thing to remember when we're doing an échappé is that our weight stays in the middle of our body. So even though our feet are going a little bit farther apart, we're still thinking about bringing our bum straight down to the floor and squeezing in our abdominal muscles. Okay, that's the last thing we're going to do in the center today. And then we're going to move on to steps across the floor. All right, so Miss.Savannah is gonna go from corner to corner so you can see what she's doing. But at home, if you don't have enough space to do that, you can just practice going straight across your room or coming forward and back. It's up to you. So we're gonna start with bourrées. So our hands are gonna go on our shoulders. We're gonna keep our knees nice and straight. We're gonna be on our highest releve. And we're gonna go teeny tiny steps going across the floor. Teeny, teeny, tiny, and super, super fast, like a little mouse. Good. And then we're gonna go back across the floor, doing the same thing, teeny tiny bourrées. Ready, go. Tiny little steps, tiny little steps. Awesome. Okay, so now we're gonna move into marches. So we're gonna put our hands on our hips this time, and we're bringing our foot all the way up into a nice retire, touching our toe to our knee, and then stepping forward. We don't wanna lift our heel off the ground. We wanna keep our foot flat on the floor. So we step and we bring it into retire and you're gonna show a nice hold. Hold, and hold, and hold, and hold. Hold, 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 hold. Good. And then we'll come back and touch the toe to the knee, touch the toe to the knee, touch. And see how she's not lifting her heel off the ground? That's what we want when we're doing our marches, okay? Good job, Miss.Savannah. And now we're gonna move into skips. So just like marches, except we add a little hop in the middle, okay? And we don't wanna travel forward too much. We wanna travel up. So we wanna jump as high as we can and we wanna squeeze our hands onto our hips. We don't wanna let them move. Ready? Go. Skip, and skip, and skip, and skip, and skip. Good. As long as it takes you to get across the floor, that's what you're gonna do. Skip and skip. Good, let's do this one more time, just because it takes up more room. Skip and skip and skip and skip. Good, and last time, remember to step through a nice pointed toe. Skip and skip and skip, touching that toe to that knee every time. Okay, dancers, good job. Now we're gonna move on and we're gonna do forward gallops. So Miss Savannah is going to use her right foot forward this time. And we wanna make sure our legs are turned out and we're trying to kiss our heels together in the middle of our gallop. Our right foot is going to stay in the front the whole time and we're gonna keep our hands on our hips. Okay, so we're leading with our right toe this time. Nice and turned out, clicking our heels together in the middle. Go ahead. Touch, touch. Good, so it's like our back foot is kicking our front foot forward. And then when we're ready to go across the other side, we're gonna use our left foot. So we have our left foot pointed out in front of us, turned out, heels are gonna click together, hands tight on your hips. Ready, begin. Good. See how she's clicking her heels together? That's what we wanna see. All right, let's try the gallops one more time because we didn't do these in our last video. We go, click, click. Good, nice and turned out. Thinking about squeezing our inner thighs together. Good job. And last time, left foot forward. Click, click, click. Good. Yay, those are nice. So now we're gonna move into a skip change of step, or sometimes we call this a skip gallop or a skip changing feet. So we're gonna do one skip. So our foot's gonna come up to our knee in retire and we're gonna do a skip. And then the foot that's in retire is gonna step forward and you're gonna do one gallop. And then your back foot's gonna come up into a skip. And then you use that foot to do your gallop. And then back foot comes up into a skip, gallop, skip, gallop. Okay? So I know we don't have a ton of room when we're at home. And that's okay, we just wanna use the space we have. If you only get 2 in, that's fine. You just wanna make sure that both legs are doing the skips and both legs are doing the gallops. Sometimes what happens is we can get stuck just leading with one leg and we forget about the other leg, so we wanna make sure every time we're switching feet. Okay, so we start with a skip and then we go into our gallop. Skip, gallop, skip, gallop, skip. Again. Skip, gallop, skip, gallop, skip, gallop. Good. Yeah, so we want to do the same technique we have for our skips and our gallops if we were just doing them on their own. Our skips are still going to come all the way up to our knee. We're still going to hop way high up into the sky, and gallops are still going to have the heels kissing together. Okay, so let's try one more time. Ready? And skip, gallop, skip, gallop, skip, gallop. Yeah, so Miss Savannah is pretty tall and she doesn't have a ton of space, so we're only fitting in 3, but you might be able to fit in 4 or 5 or a million at home, depending how much room you have. But if you only get 2 or 3, that's okay too, okay? We just wanna make sure we're practicing switching our feet every time. So now we're gonna do side gallops. So Miss Savannah is actually gonna go straight across the floor. So she's gonna move up a little bit and she's gonna go straight side to side instead of corner to corner so that we can see the proper technique. Okay, we are gonna do a nice big plie as we go. And then we're gonna kiss our heels together. And we wanna make sure that our toes are always pointing out to the side walls. And they always wanna be pointing in different directions. So if both of our knees and our toes are facing the same wall, that means we are going forward instead of sideways. Okay, I also like to pretend that we have little flashlights on our shoulders and our hip bones, and they have to be pointing straight forwards towards me, the camera, the screen, the mirror, your audience, whatever you're thinking of. So you never want to rotate your hips to the side. You always want to keep them square to the front. So we're going to come back the other way. We're going to do a big plie, and then we're going to kiss those heels. Plie, kiss, plie, kiss, plie, kiss, plie, kiss, plie, kiss. Good. Okay, let's do it one more time, excuse me. We go plie, kiss, plie, kiss, plie, kiss, plie, kiss, plie, kiss, and stop. Squeeze, other way. Plie, kiss, plie, kiss, plie, kiss, plie, kiss, plie, kiss. Good. Now we're gonna come into the center. We're just gonna do a reverence. So that's how we say goodbye in ballet class. So we're gonna do a pretty simple one. We're gonna start in first position. And we're gonna take our one toe behind us, keeping our knees together. We're gonna pull our skirt out, our imaginary skirt out to the side. We're gonna do a curtsy. So we're gonna plie and we're gonna bow our head. And then we're gonna come back into first position. And then we're gonna use our other toe behind us, plie, bow our head. And that's the end of our class. Good job, everyone. Great job, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today with our primary and mini ballet class. We hope you're staying safe and healthy at home. We can't wait to see you guys in class, and we're so proud of you for continuing to work hard at home. All right, take it easy. Bye.